Why is it that Mahendra Singh Dhoni's retirement is making such big news? What is Dhoni's legacy on and off the field? Joining me now, right at the top, is one of the greats, another legend of Indian cricket, Sunil Gavaskar, the man who climbed the mountain of 29 centuries and 10,000 runs before anyone else did. Appreciate your joining us, Mr. Gavaskar. Am I right in using that word legend? It's a word which is used all too easily in the world in which we live in. Do you believe it's appropriate for Mahendra Singh Dhoni, calling him a legend?
Oh, absolutely. No question about it. Because what he's achieved for India certainly makes him a legend. His performances for India on the field, the way he's captained the team, his leadership qualities, the way he has groomed youngsters, the way he has groomed not just batsmen, not just leaders. He's groomed somebody like a Virat Kohli under him, but look at the way he's groomed the spinners in the Indian team over the years. That certainly makes him a legend, because his contribution has been beyond the game, beyond the field. It's been just beyond the game, because he's somebody who, when you talk about leaders in all walks of life, when you think of a captain, a leader, his name will always come up right up there.
So you sort of would sort of place him in the greats, not just because of his batting or his wicket keeping, but simply leadership, in a sense that if you had to choose an all-time, let's say, one-day Indian 11, he would perhaps be a strong contender to captain it, given his success, particularly in the shorter form of the game.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I think he would be very much a contender. In fact, if you look at captaincy in one-day cricket for India, there would be basically just two guys who would come in the frame as far as being captain of the Indian one-day team, all-time Indian one-day team. One is Kapil Dev and one is Mahendra Singh Dhoni. And so I think these are the two contenders at the moment, because they won. The others might have had very good performances. They might have won bilateral series. But when it comes to World Cups and winning world trophies, I think Mahendra Singh Dhoni has just a little edge over Kapil, because he's not just only won the 50 overs World Cup, he's also won the 50 overs Champions Trophy, and he's also won the T20 World Cup for India. So clearly, yes, I think he would be right up there.
You know, I must ask you this, Mr. Gavaskar. Do you think that there will be those who will say that maybe after that 2019 World Cup last year, when we lost out in the semi-finals, that was the moment to exit? That maybe Mahendra Singh Dhoni took 12 months too long. I know today is Independence Day, and it's in that sense perfect timing for someone who likes to see himself a bit like Mr. India. But I'm just wondering whether maybe this decision could have been taken earlier, or do you believe the COVID pandemic and the fact that the World T20 is now pushed by 12 months forced Mahendra Singh Dhoni to acknowledge that maybe time was up?
Well, I think he might have been waiting to see how he performed in the IPL 2020, if the IPL 2020 was to be held in March, April. And even now, I think he was probably just waiting to see if the World T20 was going to be held in October, November. And once he found out that the ICC World T20 has been postponed to next year, that's when I think he realized that, well, no, there's no point hanging around. And that's why I think he's announced his retirement. Because clearly, I think if there was the World Cup happening a couple of months down the road in October, November, he would have fancied his chances of having done well in the IPL to be picked again for the Indian team, and then to go out on a high by doing very well for India at the World T20 and win India the World T20 Cup as well.
You know, I hold on to those thoughts, Sunil Gavaskar.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.